Hello everyone, welcome to a combo show, the live daily news show in COVER1. There's really no point in running all the games on one day, playing games that are 4 days late. But either way, I'm James Bouligny. We have Rankin, Gordon, and Richland Springs and Jayton highlights. Then we're going to get into a little bit of news. I, of course, had to buy a Wall shirt. Wall Hawks play tomorrow. I'm going to give you some, you can go watch them here in San Angelo at a certain place. Before we get into any of it, though, here's a quick message from Jim Bass.
Right now at Jim Bass, scan our QR code and find great deals on cars and trucks. Right now, you can get a new 2024 Ford F-150 STX for just $35,999.
You can only get deals like this at Jim Bass Ford, Houston Hart and Arden Road, or 24/7 at bassbus.com, or you can use this QR code right here. It's on the other side, isn't it?
Okay, into some games. We got Rankin and Gordon. Gordon was going for their third straight state championship. Rankin, they knocked off Whiteface, Borden County, and Water Valley. 3 top 10 teams to get to state. Had an incredible run. Hadn't lost a game since they played Water Valley in the regular season. I think they were on like an 8-game run. Let's just get right into the highlights. Here we go, 8:27 left in the first quarter. And that's Asher Salinas getting the score for the Longhorns. They go up 8-0. After a Rankin turnover on downs, this is Rye Reed getting in for a touchdown. Gordon goes up 16-0 with 6:32 left in the first quarter. Here you go. This is Rankin. That's Kayan Hanna down there. He gets out of trouble, looks, tosses it, but gets picked off by Braden Walters. Gordon takes over and scores quick, 24-0. And this is Matthew Ramos. He says that's enough. Breaks a couple tackles there, gets in for the touchdown. Red Devils on the board, 24-8 with 2:01 left in the first. Score right now is 32-8, and that's Striker Reed with a 70-ish yard touchdown run. Longhorns go up 40-6 with 6:37 left in the half. And 5:10 left. That's Gage Lopez to Ramos for a huge touchdown. Rankin scores, but Gordon still leads 40-16. And this ends the first half. That is Hunter Amthor. He looks, he throws, but is picked off by Salinas. Gordon goes up 55-16. Or Gordon is up 55-16. My bad. And this Striker Reed, he ends the game here with a long touchdown run. Gordon is back-to-back champs, 3 in a row. Rankin gave him a run regardless of the score, though. I think they were equal in yards. But Gordon, 3 D1 athletes on that roster. Great game by them. Great run by Rankin. There you have it. Gordon is state champs, 3 in a row. Like I said, 3 D1 athletes on that roster. Great team and great run by them. They've had like 50 straight wins, or 40, maybe 45 straight wins, something like that. But Rankin, let's not, just discredit Rankin. They beat 3 top 10 teams to get to that game. They deserve to be there. And I think our man Chadwick said they kind of matched them in yards. It was just a great one all around. But, you run to Gordon, it's just hard to get past them. They beat 11-man teams this year because they played up in a couple games just throughout the season. We're going to get into our Richland Springs game here in a second. Let's hear a quick word from Shelburne Financial. At Shelburne Financial, you are more than just a number. They will help you plan for retirement, prepare tax documents, and more. Whether you're looking to grow your savings or plan for your future, the experienced team at Shelburne Financial is here to help you and guide you every step of the way. Give them a call at 944-9447 or head over to 3177 Executive Drive and invest in your future. Okay, to Richland Springs and Jayton. Jayton was going for back-to-back wins. If Richland Springs wins, they will have double-digit state championships. They had all those a while back. They kind of had a little, I don't even want to say fall off. They were just really, they weren't as dominant as they used to be. And they got back to it. This is Harley Etheridge's first year as head coach down there. The only team they lost to this year was Gordon in week 1 until we get to the state championship game. And let's just get right into the highlights. All right, everybody, Richland Springs is back at state. Here we go. This is Richland Springs versus the Jayton Jaybirds. That was Billy Perry right at the middle. Scores quick. Coyotes up 8-0. Jaybirds respond, though. This is a toss to Dayton Bouligny, who goes the distance. They tied up with 8:23 left in the first quarter. But after another Jayton touchdown, this is Billy Perry again. He's going to catch this one. And he's going to get upfield, slip a tackle there, dodge, get a block, upfield, in for the score. They tied up at 16 with about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And Jayton here, they get to, I believe that's Deeds back there in the end zone. He ends up trying to toss away, but they get a safety. Jayton now leads 26-16 with a minute 39 left. And this is Jayton's Bodie Ham. He goes 62 yards for a touchdown. And this was just a heads-up play. That's Ethan Deeds. He picks it up, gets in for the score. They draw closer, 32-22, still in the second quarter. Our man Chadwick's phone died. Here in the second half, that's Eli Hutchins. He cuts into Jayton's lead, 69-46, with 2:10 left in the third. And, yep, that's another score for Bodie Ham. He ended up having 10 touchdowns in the state championship. 77-46, 19 seconds left in the third. And almost identical to the first play for Jayton. Bleeker again with a big catch. Jayton leads 85-46 with 9 seconds left in the third. And 3:27 left in the game. 76-yard touchdown. That's Lane Ward down there. Score is now 85-54. Jayton's still in the league, but Richland Springs fighting back. And Jayton kicks it here. There you go. He kicks it. And they win back-to-back, but nonetheless a great season for Richland Springs. They lost to the two number one teams, Gordon and Jayton. But Jayton wins it 99-54. All right, Jayton back-to-back champs, but Richland Springs made it a game. You know, they were down like 31 at one point, and they fought back into it, and did not want to go out getting 45. I think they ended up happening with 45 seconds left in the game, but a great season by those young men out there in Richland Springs. Look forward to them next year. It's going to be, they should have another good season. Harley Etheridge, congratulations, first year coach there in Richland Springs. I know he'd been a coordinator there, but head coach. And I think he just kind of fell into it there kind of towards the end of the offseason. Great season by those young men. Billy Perry played out of his mind. Cohen Etheridge, I think they had 10 return, 5 punt and 5 kick return touchdowns this year. Just insane. But we're going to get into our news segment. Before I do, here's a quick word from Jay Chandler.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the Giants and who will never, ever flinch.
Into the news tomorrow. You can watch the Wall Hawks. That's state. They're going to be playing the Newton Eagles. You can watch it at the ArcLight. Go down the ArcLight tomorrow. The game starts at 7 p.m. You can also watch on San Angelo Live for live updates. We're going to be live updating the game throughout the whole game. And then we're going to have, of course, our highlights of the game on COVER1. And other than that, before that, go on over to Sonic on Knickerbocker. I think it's 3410 Knickerbocker right next to Zips. The only Sonic on Knickerbocker. From 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., they are having a fundraiser for Carlie Jo Johnson's family. Carlie Jo Johnson passed away back in November after fighting acute B-cell lymphoblastic leukemia, and then she got an infection. Went and did the testimonial video for her for the Western Roundup, and it was hard not to just fall in love with her and her mom and their family. It was just great people, and go support Carlie Jo at Sonic from 5 to 8. All you have to do is say you're there for the fundraiser. You're there to support Carlie Jo. Buy her favorite soda. I think it's a Big Red with sweet cream. And 40% of your total bill will go towards Carlie Jo's family. So you spend $10, $4. Spend $100, $40. Only from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday, December 18th. And go up north a little bit. It's about an hour and a half to Abilene. They're getting a big old Bass Pro Shop. It should be coming in. I think they're getting ready to start building it. Pretty exciting there. All the little lakes we have around here. That ought to be, it's a good location for one there in Abilene. And now we'll hear a quick word from Kano's Diamonds and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
All right, thank you for watching the live daily news show / COVER1 on San Angelo Live, the only locally owned news station in the Concho Valley. Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms, and follow us and download the San Angelo Live mobile app. Remember, tomorrow, Carlie Jo Johnson from 5 to 8, and then go to the ArcLight and watch Wall take on Newton. 15-0 Wall versus 14-1 Newton. Should be a great game there. One of the state's best passing offenses in Wall is taking on Newton, who has a just explosive, dominant run game. They have like 4,800 yards on the ground and 80 touchdowns, but they can also beat you deep. They have a receiver that's got averages like 32 yards a catch. But for San Angelo Live, I'm James Bouligny. We'll see you tomorrow.